Hello everyone, it's quite warm here today and my microphone is doing quite well. Cool, excellent. I know I was on a call today, but I wasn't sure if the microphone would have changed and stuff because it usually does change and I've got to go back in, rechange everything just because it's a pain in the ass. Okay, right, so Exile Escape from the Pits, we're doing a bit more on a Saturday and I managed to do some today because although I said I was away, the networking meet didn't take too long, so it looks like Tuesdays might be okay. So we'll have to play Tuesdays by ear from now on, but with a bit of luck we should still be okay for doing Tuesdays, which is good because it means I don't have to change the schedule too much, and Wednesdays and Thursdays are a bit iffy for me sometimes, so yeah. Anyway, let's get on with it. So it was the 4 what was the date? Did I do an A save? I must have done an A save. Why did I do an A save? Oh, we're here. So, I was looking through the walkthrough, the new one. And the walkthrough basically said, actually, this wasn't his, give me a second. Hints for Exile 1, right. So basically it said that, this area isn't actually the Lord's domain. It's actually somewhere else. It's up near the spire apparently. Let me save it as a different 17th June. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back, unfortunately, all the way. I think it's this way, so it's not too bad. I do wonder what happens if you press attack. I'll have to try that at some point. Up, isn't it? Even the sliffs don't want to touch me. I am that high level. That's a good thing to know. You'll take me on there. You can use your Divine Thud. I might lose someone. Yep. It's 2 people dead. Fine. Oh yeah, because I got in a fight before I got here. I was a bit confused then, but it seems to be that I'm fine this time. Right, okay, so it's supposed to be in this... The fortress is supposed to be in a gap somewhere. Nothing interesting. I think I've already been in there anyway. Do I have a boat here? Probably not. No boat. So I'm trying to find the Demon Lord's fortress. I'm trying to remember where it was. Is it here? There's a huge yawning chasm stretch. This huge yawning chasm stretches far, far to the west. Bits of trash littered nearby reveal its primary use, the giant dumpster. Far to the west, through the mist, you see a narrow ledge. We've not been here. In the middle of this cave you find a small placid pool fed by a tiny creek. You can see reflections quite clearly in it. Peer in. At first you see only your reflection, then the image begins to shift, slowly at first and faster. You start seeing the cave you are in, then your surroundings for miles in any direction. Then you see your reflection again. Okay. Doesn't give me anything else other than that. Oh, it's basically given me the whole map. That's what it's done. I see, because that's why this is all filled in. That's good, I suppose. It's not giving me this area though. Oi! My cat seems to have this thing about sleeping, putting her head on the keyboard. Problem is she puts it on where the pause and scroll look is. So I kind of see flickering over it, at the corner of my eye, and I realise what she's doing. She's not intentional, she's just annoying. Layer of Pyrock, one of the nasty dragons. Oh, the one thing about this as well was the hints say there's only one dragon you're supposed to kill. If you kill another one, you can softlock the game. So be very careful which dragon you kill. Apparently, it does tell me about around here we had this thing about the blue. The blue shimmery thing. We can probably fix that if I find a boat for that. Don't think there's nothing here. Well, it filled all that in then. That's interesting. Oh, got a crash. We definitely have a crash. Great. Don't know what happened there. Please don't tell me the drive's failing. I mean, it could be it's too warm. It is quite warm in here. And no, this has got nothing to do with the cat on the keyboard. The keyboard is on the main PC side, not this. This keyboard here is not what she's lying on. That was weird. We may have to cancel the stream because something is not right. Seems to be okay. Excuse me. Let it load up, I'll be back in a second. Right. Let's try this again, how shall we? Thank you to Dice. Hello to you too. We're just having some issues here. Weird ones. I'm hoping it's just more the heat rather than anything else. Right, okay. Got to take the long way again. Okay, let's see how fast we done this. You can do your Divine Thud. We'll do it there. And then you can do a Mass Blessing. A fight that actually went okay this time.
For the fallen!
And we've got another raid. Give me a moment. Rest up and save. Don't know whether you're here yet or not. You should be, because there's no pre-roll act anymore. There we go. Day 5 of the Blueprints Obsession. I've run out of fun stream titles. Hello there, Tushriel. Thank you for the raid, everyone that's coming in from Tushriel's raid. I'm Namco's. I know Tushriel personally through a different group. That sounds weird. No, it's... I'm sure Tushriel will explain. But yes, I'm doing role-playing today. So this is with Exile Escape from the Pit. A really old indie RPG game from 1995. Running on the machine that I played a demo on back in the day. So if I give you, should be this one. That is the spec of the machine that I'm running. The only differences with this machine is it used to have a Voodoo 3 in, but the Voodoo 3 is poorly, so I had to swap it with the Reaver TNT. Now there, critical interrupt. So at the moment we're trying to find the fortress for this demon lord who we've let out of the prison he was put in. Let me just go and check. And I am using the walkthrough because it's taken a year to get to this point. Very, very northwest corner of Exile. Northwest. So it must be in this direction here. I suppose what I should be doing is just getting a boat. I'm going to raid and run as I need to get to bed. But I trust you with me, raiders, and wish you the best. No problem. Thank you, Tushriel. Oh, we've got another action point. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Right, so I actually need a boat. So there's north, but here, okay. Sure, we must have been around here before. Did I not leave a boat here, or do I have to go out? Huh. There's no other way to get here. There must be a boat round here somewhere. You provide a pathetic remembrance of a patch of mould. You have to excuse me, I'm trying to remember. I'm sure we've been through here before on a boat. I just cannot remember where the boat ended up being. Or unless it was on this side. Past the giant's bit, perhaps? So we open the portcullis with the giant's key. Aha! Here we go. Right, first of all, There is a hint for this on the miscellaneous questions. I think I spoke about this before. So, Northern Islands is a large watery area to the north. I can't find a boat for how to explore it. We can ignore that. Sailing around the north, I see this tower, but I can't get to it. Help. I think this is the one we can see now. Search the west wall of the island the tower is on. There will be a secret passage which leads to a blue field. Was it this one up here? Yeah, flee, because if we try going through here, that's it. So, for the blue field, to get past the blue field, find the pool on the island to the west. So it's this way. I'm sure it's here. Unless it's down here. What's this? You see a band of soldiers. They seem to be looking for something. They notice you and move closer. You see they wear the insignia of the Empire. Then you see them charge you. Okay. That's interesting. What are the Empire doing here? They have a Hmong demon. Who oh no, it didn't disappear, it just... Wow, there's a lot of demons here. Anyone realised to watch the movie far more times than it deserves? Watching Johnny Mnemonic again for like 20 times. I don't know, Johnny Mnemonic isn't a bad film. I think I should have saved. Oh no, I did didn't I? What I should have done was do a mass blessing. Wow. Maybe we stay away from this particular island. First I've seen Core die. Finally. Chaos and Specky, no. No, it's definitely not. Because you're thinking of the, is it the one with the magicians? Is it the one by, Games Workshop, was it? And it's the one where you spawn enemies to fight for you. Yeah, no, this is a proper RPG. Right, let's save here would be a good idea. Right, so this will be another Empire spot, so let's not touch that, shall I? It did say west. There we go. Here, spring flows into a tiny pool. The pool is surrounded by runes and sigils, and the water glows slightly. I'm sure we've been here before. But it says drink, not bathe. Straight to the field, that's what we did. Glow blue, right? You walk through. As you do, you notice several soldiers of the Empire stuck to the field, slowly dying. You didn't notice them before. Very strange. Ah, we're through. Excellent. Right, okay. What is this? Hidden tower? We've never been here before. A man sits on a stone near a small bonfire, roasting a lizard on a stick. He's wearing tattered chainmail, upon which is the insignia of the Empire still visible. Despite this, he seems friendly. Okay. Name. He nods and then nibbles on a lizard. I'm Gilbert. Job. I guard the tower. Guard? Right, we've been watching you for some time and you seem okay. That's why you're still alive. You're the first visitors we've had since we were exiled. Oh. Exiled? Yes, me and his nibs. Aiden. We were kind of on the defensive. He's in there and I watched the boards and the door. The defenses are good, so I don't have much to do. I write poetry. Boards. Powerful runes around the tower. Even if an Empire assassin eventually does get through the blue field, when we turn on the wards, he'll get a heck of a surprise. Okay. Empire. We get no response. Assassins. Nothing. Aiden. No. Visitors. Exiled. Aiden. And I also check defensive and duel. If I could spell. Yes, the door around the corner. Not doing very good at being open door in a minute. I'm just gonna fix this. Okay. Assuming this is Aiden. A middle-aged man is sitting on a throne staring into a globe of crystal. He looks up at you from it and you see your image inside it. Name? I'm Aiden, welcome to my home. Job? We are hiding. Hiding? We, I, my wife, and Gilbert are exiles, refugees from the Empire. We hide here from the assassins sent after us, waiting for the right visitor to arrive. Oh, okay. Exiles, refugees, assassins. The Empire has soldiers all over this area trying to figure out how to get past our defenses so they can kill us before we find the right person to give our information to. Okay, information. I was once a high-ranking mage in the Empire. I knew a lot then. Then we fled and I found out a lot more through scrying. The three of us have found a new goal, you see. Okay, let's try scrying. And then I'll try goal. Rebellion. I will not go into the wrongs the Empire has done. You know of many, and there are many more on top of that. Things you could not imagine. A powerful mage can rise high and see many low things, but this is all besides the point. I know a way to strike the Empire a decisive blow. I believe you may be the ones to deal it. Okay. Okay, what we're gonna do? Rebellion. Decisive blow. When Exile became the Empire's dung heap, they sealed off almost all of the exits, but then they needed a convenient way to get large numbers of people down and up, if necessary, and the best way to do that was through teleportation. Yes, a powerful tool, but limited. We are too far underground, you see. It takes too much power to teleport someone down here, let alone many someones. But clever as we are, we came up with a solution. What is the solution? It's a teleport augmenter. It's a runed circle which makes it easier to send people up and down. It's a very powerful thing, and much power was expended creating it. It's well guarded and even better hidden. He grins and holds up his orb. And I can tell you of its location and secrets, and most importantly about the towers. Okay. Location. West. Travel down the river west from here. We'll eventually find several ledges covered with swamp. There is a secret passage off one of them, leading to a long passage which leads to the goal. The location, however, is only half the secret. Right, I need to write this down. And I've still got my notes up. Excellent. Right, okay, so we are in Hidden Tower. Aiden says, location of exit teleport is west from Hidden Tower. Save that. Travel south down the river. Oops. West from here. Here. I put from, not from. You will eventually find several ledges covered with swamp. there is a secret passage off one of them, leading to a long passage which leads to the goal. Right. Okay, so what is the secret? You need the royal seal to get to the end, which we already have. That is very difficult. Royal seals are very rare. However, one was brought down with the first expedition. May still be down here. Also, you need a special ritual. So, need a royal seal. That starts in 2 minutes. Special ritual. We got a dragon to create a magic barrier for us. To get past it, you will need a ritual. I don't know it, but the Drake will. Fortunately, they stole one of its scrolls and earn its rage in the bargain. You may be able to get its help. You will need much luck and skill to get through, but the reward can be great. So this is one of the dragons that does have it. Get past the barrier via a ritual. Drake knows it. And it has the scroll. I'm going to put dragon next to Drake because I think that's what it means. Don't think it means a standard Drake. Okay. We'll put dragon and see if it names the dragon. You get no response. Oh, fine. That's interesting. Let's have a look through your... In the desk you find notes and a wide variety of research when it can catch your eye. Whilst the Black Shade's magical skills are not much more than those of an imp, its invisibility makes it a much more formidable foe. We hope one day to find a spell to counteract this effect. We have had no luck so far. Okay, that's interesting. I will carry on ransacking, well, looking through the library. But ads are starting in 30 minutes, so I'll be back soon.
We revolutionized the first-person shooter with award-winning 360-degree stomach-wrenching action. Then we plunged you deeper into chaos with deadlier enemies that fed off your power. Now, after years of waiting, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Descent 3's fusion engine lets you move seamlessly from inside to outside. Crush your enemies, set them on fire, and watch them suffer. Match wits with robots that sneak up behind you, hide behind walls, and work in teams. The best multiplayer out of the box, Descent 3 is optimized for modem internet play. Descent 3.
Okay, so we're not ransacking, but we are doing nosing through other people's stuff, which seems to be a staple thing in RPGs. What is in this one? Nothing. Nothing on a desk, nothing there. Nothing. Okay, so there was only the black shade it was talking about. Oh, who are you? A woman in a brightly coloured gauzy dress whirls around the tower sweeping. Name? Greetings, visitors. I am Josie. Job? She sighs and grimaces, being a housewife, I'm afraid. Housewife? Since Gilbert, Aiden, and I fled, Aiden got to spend time scrying. Gilbert keeps watch, and I got to look over the defences. Unfortunately, the defences take the least time, so I also cook and sweep. Frustrating, really. See, I have talents of my own. Okay, talents. She opens up a palm, and a tiny flame appears. Although its size is small, you can feel its heat from where you stand. She grins. Maintaining the wards is a little work, but making them was a job to remember. Like to see those Empire assassins get in here. She closes her hand, the flame disappears. Okay. Empire assassins. Can I buy from you? Nope. Flame. Nope. You can misspell housewife, that's good. No, okay. I don't know what else to ask. I think that's it then. Do you think I'm gonna buy anything from you? No, okay. Oh, what's this? There are red glowing pulsing runes carved into the ground here. They put off a fair amount of heat, and the air seems to vibrate gently. You decide to back away before they hurt you. Okay. Hopefully I can get back through here. Passage is blocked by a beautiful curtain of crescent blue with light. Go through. Oh. No. Okay. I don't know how I'd get back through anyway. But at least we've got some information, so that's good. What's the next thing to do? We still yet to find that tower. Oh wait, is this it? There's something here. Please tell me this is it. Just want to check over here. We've been here, I think, but couldn't get further. Otherwise, I'm sure would have carried on. Layer of Koth. Layer of Koth, the mighty Koth the Wise. Have you been here? Oh, combat. Silver ring of poison resistance, medium potion. Yeah, don't want those. double check what's down here. Band of demons and other strange creatures have set up a stone barricade here. They jeer at you and dare you to defy them. Save, attack. You rush the barricade, they bombard you with spells as they do. Excuse me. This is a very tough area. Wow. How they got a look in. Yeah, I'm gonna reload that one. Try it again, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remember to off the bat they'd already yeah, okay, fine, I'll just leave this area. I am absolutely wussing out because nope, I'm not dealing with that. We've been here before. So this will be the other side of what this is. We've been here. I can't remember why we've been here. I think we were here before. We found there was another passage, but we couldn't get through. I vaguely remember that one. Right, it might take us a few more streams just to get past that area with the demons. I am going to attempt to flee though. Even though I've let the what's it lord out. So what did it say? Travel south down the river west from here. We'll eventually find several ledges covered with a swamp. We must not have come down here. Are these little ledges, are they? Unless this is a ledge. A huge Hakai has been imprisoned here, chained to the wall by silver rune chains. It looks at you listlessly. Free me, humans, it croaks. You will be well rewarded. I've already dealt with a Hakai today. I don't think I want to deal with another one. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh. Doesn't go anywhere. Oh, at least I've looked and seen what that is. And this... Erica's town, what we've not been here? You must have been here. There's no map though. We must have done, cause look. Tower of Erica, Master Incantatrix visitor expected to prove themselves. Okay. D barrier. That's a first gate. Oh, between the thick steel bands, the strange glowing sheen of the wood and the runes covering everything, you guess you may not have much luck getting a door open. Second gate. Well, it should be just a case of unlock.
Darn.
Ah, maybe not then. A simple inscription. One goblin tells a oh, no, I'm not doing this one. Like, no, I hate those puzzles. Yeah, we've definitely been here before. I think we looked at the first gate and went, nah. That's probably why there is no map here, because it was just... Okay, so there's ledges by swamp. So that's what these are up here. Which we never looked at. It said one of them. Didn't say which one. Of one of them. Okay. So it's not that one. It must be this one. Save. Huge Hakai has been imprisoned here again. Leave. One of these two is going to be a... Save again. Right, free it. You free the Hakai. It rises and grins. Oh, I would live to slay you, but I sense you can help me in a greater way. You humans are threatened by Grahoth, who put me here. Oh! Grahoth long ago prepared a new, mighty fort for himself to the north, beyond a sea of lava and a huge chasm. If you're ever there, take nothing, eat or drink nothing. The old Mong rat was imprisoned to the south and may still be, but the prison was faulty. Many times I have felt him extend his influence from it. Slay him, good for you, vengeance for me. Now I go to regain my strength. The Hakai attempts to teleport away. Fortunately, Grahoth seems to have set some sort of trap. Lightning and fire blast a gigantic demon into powder. Okay, so let me write this down. So, freed Hakai. What did he say? Grahoth prepared a new mighty fort for himself to the north beyond a sea of lava and a huge chasm. If there, take nothing, eat and drink nothing. Old Mong rat imprisoned imprisoned to the south and may still be. Slay the rat for the freed Heck. Okay. I might not need to do anyway since he's dead, but... And somebody has leveled. Who's done that? Sturm leveled. Sturm's the only one that leveled. There is no escape from here. Free you. The moment you cut the chains, the demon's sluggishness disappears. It utters a hoarse bark, and friends appear, and it shouts, "Free at last, and now to food and the beginnings of new wealth." Unfortunately, the next spell he casts makes it clear he looks to you as a good source of food and wealth. Okay. Bless party. Mass blessing. Right, time for a bit of Divine Thud. You can do Fireball. You can do Kill. You might as well do Revival. Okay, do a Flame Strike. Bronze Blessed Plate, don't know what it is. 1 weak energy. Ooh, Mist Globe, definitely get that. Somebody needs to pick that up. Okay, so who we got? Farrell can do something. I've only got 2 spaces now. So you can get the Mist Globe. Get the shield. You become stronger. Let's get the wand. And then there is no let me read that again. Travel south down the river west from here. You'll eventually find several ledges covered with swamp. There is a secret passage of one of them leading to a long passage. I could put passager, which then leads to a goal. Do I need to talk to the person in order to find the... It should be the case. How interesting, it's a tiny patch of strange, pretty nettles. Leave. Am I not thinking about this properly? Interesting. You cannot do magic map in the boat. I don't even have magic map anyway. Which is kind of weird because I should have magic maps, so what the hell? Okay, I'm confused. It says off one of them? I would have thought off one of them would have been if you go onto one of them. There is this here. Does it mean this here, perhaps? But I've already kind of explored that. There's nothing. Unless it's not here. So you could argue these are several ledges covered with swamp. Maybe. Which we have been through. There's a large thermal at the end of this cavern, choking the cave with thick, bitter-smelling fog. It's far too hot for you to get very close to, which is a pity because some of the aggregations of crystals near its edge look valuable. It's not that then. This cavern must have had huge pools of standing water in it for a long time. That's the only way to explain the disturbing filth, mind-bending smell. Strangely, the light from the ceiling fungus is brighter here. Oh, okay. Took a massive hit there. Right, you need healing. So does most of the people. Save and rest. Right, so it's not here. We have been here before, so maybe it's the next one over. Just says cave. We've been here before. So there's probably a secret somewhere here. Maybe. This is where magic map is. Right. So, something here. Aha. There is a message floating in front of the gigantic barrier. Letters of writhing green light suspended in midair. The letters are unlike anything you've ever seen. Then after a few moments, the letters fade and reform in a language you understand. There is a grave and hiding place of the... we've read this. Yes, I do remember this now. Can we debarrier this?
Darn.
No. Can't get through at all. So this is probably the one with the ritual and the scroll. So I think I know where we need to be because this carries on up here. Right. What time is it? 2 hours in. Well, at least now we are within reach of the end pretty much. So that's good. That's something that puts me in a good light with this. As in, I'm not going to be spending another 6 months trying to do it. So we've got two things to do. We need to A, escape, which we are not far off doing. And B, we need to kill the main lord. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to come back to this hopefully next week. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think I'm okay next week. Yeah, okay, so we're going to come back to this next week. What we're going to do is we're going to go to, you know, that section just north of here with all the lava, and then we got attacked straight away. We're going to see what's going to be behind there. Snooze this a couple of times because I don't want to hit with that and then disappear off. Yeah, we're going to see what's behind there because I don't think we've found what's behind there. And then we're going to see if the Hakai Lord is behind that part. So that would be good to find out. Yeah, okay, so that's what's going to happen next week. Just at a bit of a kind of brain fart moment. Okay, so I will be back on Friday with more of Myth of Fallen Lords. So we are close to finishing that. We're just on a very hard map at the moment. It's one where you've got one person who's got very powerful spells but only 4 of. And by the time I get everybody else, he's got 2 spells. But there's not that great deal of many people in comparison to the big giants that basically murder me through Unless I can use one of the massive spells and then use the maybe I'll try that. So basically he has a spell whereby anything next to each other, they just basically explode. But I have to be careful because if I'm anywhere near that, I get exploded too. So yeah, that's going to be Friday. Sunday we'll finally get back to Death Trap Dungeon. We're about 3/4 of the way through that one, maybe a bit further. That's in a tough section as well. And Amiga Monday, I'm going to try and get back to the the usual format, which is going to be Amiga format CD15, some demo scene, and Deuteros. Hopefully I've had enough time this week to kind of finally get that to where it was before everything went kaput. So that's going to be that for this week. So what else? Oh, thank you also to Tushville for the raid. So let's see who's available for raiding. I'm stuck between two channels. You know what, we're gonna go raid Zypher because Zypher raided me yesterday and I don't get much chance to raid Zypher. So he's playing on the Comex 35, I've never heard of it. So let's go and raid Zypher. Supposed to be a machine from 1983 apparently. He's playing Boulder Dash. Looks like an interesting. The graphics look quite interesting on it. Anyway, so thank you everyone for popping in. Thank you again to Tushville for the raid. I will hopefully see you on Friday for Myth of Fallen Lords. If not, you know the rest of my schedule. And until then, I will see you later. Bye.